Welcome to the wilds of the Hang with Thomas Christ.
Hello. Welcome to the Hang with Thomas Christ. Normally I'd be doing an hour of rock, but I'm not doing that today because, hey, Dave, good to see you. Normally I'd be doing an hour of rock, but still a bit under the weather. Coughed for freaking 30 minutes this morning after I got up, and I figured I better give it another week. Like, could I do a show tonight? I probably could have done a show, but I just figured I'm gonna give myself another week to get well and to not be coughing as much and stuff. Good to see you, Dell. So I hope I don't know if anybody that's with me celebrated Thanksgiving, but if anybody watching from the States and you celebrated Thanksgiving, hope you had a good one. I had a pretty nice Thanksgiving, I have to say. Started off with some great. Well, first of all, watch the dog show. Anybody watch the dog show? The dog show is a fun time, and I try to catch that. I don't care much for the Macy's Day Parade. There's my lovely wife from downstairs who I got to spend Thanksgiving Day with, which was cool. So yeah, I know. It's a shame, you know. Look, Thanksgiving is one of those holidays that I have a weird relationship with because, like, I think the overall premise is good. Some of the history behind it is a bit shaky, but it's good. It's good to have a day to take stock of things and appreciate what you have. So that's a good thing. That's a positive. The negative of it is, of course, some of the history, and it's it's a bit shaky in parts there. But anyway, we had a good time though. So for those of you who are outside of the United States, the tradition is you got there's a Macy's Day Parade. There's a big parade in New York City. All the thing. I didn't watch that. It's too early in the morning. I was barely. I think I woke up probably toward the end of that. It was like, yeah, not happening. But the dog show is fun. The dog show is fun. It's cool. And I was everybody. A lot of us have a shaky history when it comes to that. Dog show was fun though. I was happy because they got to the terrier group, and my favorite dog. I've never owned one. I've never had the privilege to own one, but I want to make this I want to raise the profile of this dog. The Bedlington Terrier. If you've never seen a Bedlington Terrier, I want you to go look at. You know what? We can actually do it right now. I want you to see this dog. Okay. Hello, Zach Thong. Welcome. Let's look this up. What the hell? Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Why can't I type in here? There we go. All right, we're gonna look this dog up real quick, so you can see this amazing animal in all of its glory. I want you to look at this dog. If you've never seen, hey Leela, welcome. Yeah. That's another thing. The announcers, every dog, beautiful dog, a beautiful dog. That was a beautiful dog. Sometimes there's a dog that's so, that some of those dogs, only their owners can love, and those dogs maybe get, that's a nice dog. They don't get beautiful dog, but this is a beautiful dog, and there you go. That's a Bedlington Terrier. Take a look at that guy. It looks like a weird sheep dog thing, and I can't help but love it. Now, the thing is, when you see these dogs, right? you see these dogs on the dog shows and stuff, and they're made up to look a certain way. If you actually own these dogs and you're not showing them, you're probably not going to. Looks like one of Ron Ward's dogs. But if you have one of these dogs and you're not showing them, you're probably not gonna do the grooming that way. You know, if you didn't have the weird like puff on the head and stuff, it would probably look like a normal dog. Um, so there's that. And that was one of my pet peeves when it comes to dog shows is that some of the dogs that get chosen, I feel like they're only chosen because of their grooming. And because there was a Shih Tzu that got picked, and it's got it's got the like ponytail going on and everything. And I'm like, okay, I think sometimes we just pick things because because the grooming is really nice and not because of the actual dog. I guess that's part of it, but you know. But I was happy to see it wasn't the dog I was pulling for necessarily, but um the Belgian sheepdog one, and it was like the most unassuming dog there. It's just a black dog. It kind of doesn't look like much special, and I like that about it. I like that it's just a plain dog. It's just a plain ordinary dog, and it won over. There was a Bichon Frise, the Bichon Frises. They walk in there like, yes, I'm a Bichon Frise. Yip yip yip. I'm special. I'm special. I'd look like the dog on the can of dog food, and I'm gonna win. And it didn't win. The Shih Tzu didn't win, and it's kind of like the everyman won. Uh, it's fun. It's fun times. And then we had some nice food. There's these so we're both plant based, and I'm not one of these people. I'm not going to sit here and lecture you about you can't eat meat and don't eat turkey on Thanksgiving. The pug didn't even get picked. I don't think, which is rare because usually the pugs win. Usually the pugs are like those are the favorites going into it. But anyway, so I eat plant based. If you don't eat plant based, I don't care. I'm not I'm not one of those people. Because I mainly do it for health reasons anyway. But uh, yeah, there's these like Tyndall chicken things. Okay, I swear to God, what amazes me about vegan food, and people don't realize this. Um, look, hey Seagull, a black dog walked into the recording studio and Zepp was recording 4. Cool. I eat anything but parsnips. All right. Anyway, no, you know what? I had parsnips once, and they were actually good. They have that's an interesting flavor. My freaking meal was tasty, awesome. But yeah, what people who aren't vegan don't realize is that a lot of the vegan stuff that's out now, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. If somebody just gave it to you and they didn't tell you, you wouldn't know. And nobody can believe that. No, I understand. I understand the skepticism. Because going into it, you're gonna think, oh, it's made of plants or something. What But there's these chicken things, and you bake them in the oven. And these they're supposed to be chicken wings. I don't know if they're really chicken wings, but whatever. Little chicken pieces. Um. Oh, very very cool, Zach. That's awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Um. B makes my stuff with Impossible. I don't like Impossible. I don't like Impossible. And the reason I don't like Impossible is because I've gotten Impossible several times, and the smell of it is horrendous. I don't know what it is, and it can't just be that I got a bad package because I've got it multiple times and it had the same smell every time, and I was like, nah. Now Beyond Meat is okay. I like Beyond. Yeah, Beyond is way better. Um, Although I have to be careful with some of that stuff because it makes my stomach upset. But um, that's a restaurant. Yeah. Um, but yeah. So it's a brand called Tyndall. I don't know. It just appeared. You don't hear much about it. But these little chicken things, I mean, they taste like they taste like chicken, like you would get at a restaurant or something. It's amazing. Little on the spicy side, which I like. Commercial Impossible seems better. Well, if I could get it, if I could get it. Our grocery store only sells this stuff. They don't even sell it fresh. They only sell it frozen. So you have to get it frozen and thaw it. Unless it's the nuggets. See, Amelia gets the nuggets, the Impossible nuggets, and when she makes them, I come downstairs. I'm like, oh my god, what is that smell? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is in Impossible, but everything just smells weird. I'm sure it tastes fine, and I've had Impossible burgers made out. They taste okay, but there's a weird thing with it. But anyway, these little Tyndall things are amazing, and so I made those a little little honey mustard sauce with them, right? Good stuff. I'm not really big. I'm not a gravy person. Some people are gravy people. I'm not a gravy person. I could take leave. I could leave the gravy. But the these little things are awesome. Then I made a baked mashed potatoes with freaking see there's vegan Parmesan cheese, there's vegan butter. You don't know about any of this. The vegan sour cream, it's all in there. It's awesome. It's great. And I put in these little I got these flat iron dark and smoky chili flakes in there cuz I put spicy stuff and everything. So there was that. That was great. Made some corn. Corn's good. We like corn. I didn't get the right kind of corn though. I got the yellow corn, and for whatever reason, the frozen yellow corn is way. It's like it's not as sweet and it's chewier than the white the shoe peg corn. I think the shoe peg. I guess that's what it's called. The shoe peg. You know the shoe peg, right? But that stuff is way better. Hey, Kathy, good to see you. Happy holidays to you. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Leela, hope you had a great Thanksgiving as well. All right. And Seagull as well. It was a homeless black Labrador Retriever for all you Zep fans. That's cool. That is cool. And I want a little aside here because this is just this whatever it is. I've always wanted to get a dog. It'd be nice to get a dog, but then I think about getting a dog, and I'm like, I've had I grew up with dogs, and I miss having them. But then I think about all the work that they are, and I think about how much money they're going to cost, and I'm just like, I can't square that circle. Can't do it. I want to do it, and the mess that they make sometimes too. I want to do it, but I can't. And you have to let them out sometimes at 5 a.m. My sleep is already, terrible. So for me to get a dog waking me up, pawing me at 4 or 5 a.m. because it's got to go outside, I can't do that. I just can't do it. And I can't do the cat either. There we go. Yeah, that's why I'm not doing a show tonight. That's why I'm not doing a live performance tonight. Anyway, the cat. See, I can't do the. See, Amelia, she wants a cat. I can't do the cat. I can't do it because claws. And the other thing is, I have a condition in my legs that I basically if I get any injury to my legs, it could turn into cellulitis, and I'd have to go to the hospital, which I've already had to do once, and I don't want to have to do it again. And a cat would be guaranteed that's going to happen at some point. It's going to dig its claw into my leg, and then I'm going to get an infection, and it's going to be bad. So I can't do the cat. Kitty stands on my face, and you gotta love them. You gotta love them. $400 for the vet. See, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Hamster, yeah, hamster is not a bad. We had a rabbit. Rabbit was, I will tell you, that was an awesome pet. We had the rabbit for 10 years, and it was just a really nice pet. Really sweet, really loving. A little bit, they're stubborn, they're obnoxious, but get a hamster. Yeah, Get a worm farm. There you go. Don't mind walking the goldfish. Hey, Russ, good to see you. A great job on the, I have to say, a great job on the, everybody did fantastic with the charity album premiere. If you didn't get the charity album, get the charity album. I was like, I want to see I want to see everybody there on that Bandcamp page. You know, it shows your little picture. I want to see everybody there. But well done. Well done. All right. So, getting back to what were we on? Yeah, pets. So rabbit was great. I loved having a rabbit. The only problem with rabbits is they leave little things all over the place. You know what I'm talking about. They leave little trail of things all over the house, and they just get everywhere. And then they also have to have lots of hay, and the hay gets everywhere. And the hay is not friends with the vacuum cleaner. It doesn't like that. Monty Python has a funny skit. Pet store sold a dead bird. Yeah. Hey, Brad. Example. So good to see you. Brad's gonna be up a little bit later. He will be performing live tonight, unlike me. We got Jade Starr up next. I don't know what's going on with Jade. Because I'm usually late. She does a Patreon show, and I'm usually late to it. But she was already done. She's done. I hope everything's okay. Anyway, but she still has a show up next, so I assume that's happening. Community covers, and then Pete's doing a request show tonight. Happy hour. I did see that. All right. So, she was practicing for the community show and tired. Okay. Got it. All right. So, stay tuned. You'll be, yeah. I could imagine. So you'll be dumped over there after this, whatever the hell this is, the hang. with my little monkey thing that I drew in some paint thing. Warmly dumped, yes. So yeah, so we had that. We had the corn. We just did a good little feast, and then to crown the evening off, you got to have the football, right? And we love to see the Ravens lose the Bengals. That was awesome. Now I have to hold up. We have to hold up our end of the deal. We have the Bills tomorrow. Oh God. And all we need to do is win that game, and then we have the Ravens the next week, so we could really get a good lead in the division. But yeah, MVP Josh Allen might have something to say about that. You watched Ohio State today? I hope they did okay then. I don't really get too much into the whole college thing. Studio 6, good to see you. Good to see you. So yeah, that was basically Thanksgiving. In a nutshell. So it was nice. It was good. Ohio State stomped Michigan. That's good. All right. Yep. Yeah, I know. I know where they got their name from. We're not Ravens fans around here. Definitely not Ravens fans. The Bills, I don't mind. The Bills, we're playing the Bills. I'm okay with the Bills. I don't have too many problems. There's been a lot of times where the Bills have done something to help us get into the playoffs. They needed to win a game or something, and they did, and so I appreciate their help sometimes. I commanded this keyboard going downhill. Leela has a pile of keyboards that don't work. It's like 15 keyboards, and they're all have problems. But yeah, man. All right, so then we get to Black Friday. Everybody get some deals on Black Friday. Lots of them to go around. I'll be honest with you. I didn't go into any Man, there's probably some software stuff. Yeah, I heard about that. The two offensive tackles, I think they were. Um, which will mean, you know what that means? I've been a Steelers fan for a long time, and let me tell you what's going to happen. You would think, okay, well that means like T.J. Watt, and Nate Herbig, they got to be licking their chops, right? No, that whoever the backups are will have the best game they've ever had, and will have no sacks. That's just the way it goes. Anytime it seems like, oh, the two starting corners of whatever team is out, passing game should be great, and then inevitably like we have terrible offensive game. It always works that way. Yes, see, Amelia understands. She knows. Anytime you think something is good for the Steelers, the opposite will happen. It always works out that way. So. But we'll see. It'll be a good game. It'll be a good game. Probably going to be the game of the week, I would assume. So it'd be interesting. Let's see. So yeah, Black Friday. There was probably a lot of I got a few apps Dell did. I didn't get any apps. No apps, no plugins, no software. I did get a ton of stuff. And I'm kind of in a weird position right now. Mandate from Shredded Cabbage. It's slaw. I like it. Tom Brady was a backup who stepped in for Zolak. Who is Zolak? I know. I thought it was Bledsoe. Anyway, back all those years ago, I wasn't even watching the NFL back then. I only started watching NFL football in 2005. So Tom Brady was already a thing. He had already won a few Super Bowls by the time I got into it. So I did buy some stuff over the past couple weeks because I've been in a weird position where I can actually do that. And that's probably, knowing me, will not last long. Got this. Armosity music studio desk with RGB lights. I don't even have the lights on. You're not going to be able to see them. Because they're right here in front of me. I don't think it'll make any difference if I'll turn them on, but let's put on. So I got this remote for it. I'm putting them on. You're not going to see any of that. But it's cool. The ambiance is cool. It's a little bit of cool ambiance. I'm trying to get used to I got the monitors up here now, and it's weird. And the keyboard, the piano keyboard, is right here on the desk, and then it has this little drawer that slides out with the keyboard and the mouse. And the problem with the keyboard, when you play the keyboard, you got these monitors up on this stand, right? It shakes the monitor. It's like a 6 on the Richter scale. The monitors are like. I also had to put little wedges of paper in because the monitors were like tilting a little bit inward. I don't know how that could possibly happen because there's a metal bar that goes underneath that stand. It should be totally level, but I don't know. It's got a little bit of concavity, not a lot, but it's not great. I don't like that. So things to get used to. I'll figure it out as we go along, but it is nice because everything was such a clusterfuck before. I was just on a big kitchen table. Literally, that's what I was using, a big kitchen table. So that's a little bit nicer. I also got, so you may not even notice, these are new headphones, which everything sounds weird. I'm still getting used to the headphones. So these are, I'm really going back to what I used to use. I went back to the ATH M50. These are the gunmetal ones. That's the one I got. So, those are getting used to them. I actually ordered the other on Black Friday because I got these before Black Friday. But I ordered on Black Friday a longer cord because it does have. So one of the things I didn't like about the HD280s was they had the coiled cord thing. This one has a little bit of a longer cord, but it still has the coil on it. But I'd like it to be just a little bit. So I ordered a longer cord for it, This cord actually like just it connects there, so it's not permanently in there. You can change the cord out, which is nice. So if the cord actually breaks, I can replace it. Um, a little bit while I can, a little bit while I can. And then here, this is the big thing, and this isn't here yet. This will be coming tomorrow. And a lot of people are gonna say, I bought nothing to support the fuck the rich blackout. Your willpower is stronger than mine, Leo. I'd love to do that, but at the end of the day, it's like stuff's on sale, and I'm gonna take advantage of it. So a lot of people are gonna say, like, is this gonna make a huge difference over what I have now? Probably not. Probably not. But I went for it anyway. SM7B. Yep. But this is a cool one. This one actually has I didn't even know this existed. It has a built-in preamp. So apparently, because if you know the knock on the SM7B is that you have a lot of times, I don't even know with this mixing desk, like I don't even know if that would be an issue. Hey, on the collective creativity. Yeah, we're just we're hanging out a little bit here today. I don't know if it would be an issue with this mixing with this DLZ creator. I'm not sure, but it is cool that they have one that has the built-in preamp, so you don't have to worry about getting like a cloud lifter or anything. So I'm assuming that's what that's all about. We'll see how that. We'll be testing it live here on the channel, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Bledsoe. Drew Bledsoe. There's a trivia question for everybody. Who did Tom Brady replace back in, what was that, 2000 or 2001? Tom Brady was and it blows my mind with him. He was a 6th-round draft pick. Nobody thought this guy would be any. I imagine there's probably a universe where Tom Brady never becomes a star. Because if you imagine if Drew Bledsoe doesn't get hurt and he doesn't go into the game, you know, he's being thought of as a backup quarterback. He's drafted in the 6th round. You don't normally start guys that were drafted in the 6th round all that often. So that whole thing may have never happened. It's crazy to think. You wonder how many people are sitting on, you know, practice squads and stuff who could be stars, but they never will be because they won't get the chance to play. And teams are notoriously fantastic at judging quarterback talent, you know. Do you all know why Google Docs is permanently broken? I have no idea. I hope you figure it out. I hope you get some clarity on that, but I have no idea what's going on there. I know nothing about American football. You should learn about it. It's a cool game. It's a violent game. You know, and there's questions about like the longevity of it in the future, because there's a lot of concern about, hey, Jade Star, good to see you. Tom Brady sucks. My man Jude. You're right. But I actually have he caused a Philly fan. Well, I'm a Steelers fan, so we probably have you guys beat him in that Super Bowl with Nick Foles. I loved that. That was fantastic. Wasn't that fantastic to watch a backup quarterback beat the shit out of Tom Brady? I was like, man, this is amazing. I don't even necessarily like the Eagles all that much, but you got to give it up. You got and Eli Manning too with the Jets, with the Giants. He did it twice. We thought that 2007 season, we thought they were going to go undefeated, and freaking Eli freaking Manning. End of the game heroics. What the hell, you know? That was special. It was always a good time when. But I've come to appreciate Tom Brady. As weird as that is, is he a great guy? I don't think so, but his talent, like he was unbelievable. And I kind of thought, okay, maybe like when it was in New England, maybe it's smoke and mirrors with Belichick and the tapes and the deflating the ball and all this stuff. But then he went to Tampa and did the same thing. He won the Super Bowl in Tampa. I was like, okay, no, wait a second, this guy's amazing. Because New England, he left New England. New England went to hell, and he went to Tampa and they won a Super Bowl. I was like, all right, it's him. It, I can't deny what my eyes were seeing. And he came real close to doing it a second time. He lost in the NFC Championship barely. Hey, Denise, what's up? Good to see you. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. He can't hurt us anymore. He can't hurt us anymore. Only with his terrible broadcasting. I don't know that. I was kind of interested to hear how he was going to be as a commentator. He's been abysmal. Not good at all. It's like, I thought at least he'd have a lot of insights and stuff. Nah, not really. Nuclear Football was my song off the last album. It's kind of an allegory. It's not really about football, as it turns out, but it is football adjacent. Oh man. So yeah, we'll check out this Shure. It's actually called the SM7DB. We'll see how that works out. It'll be cool. But yeah, I hope everybody got what they wanted for Black Friday has become. It's funny with Black Friday. Black Friday doesn't really exist, but it kind of does. It's almost like there's two parallel universes happening. There's the internet world, and there's Black Friday, but Black Friday starts like November 1. It goes on all month. And really, like, it's probably Monday, Cyber Monday will be when most of the deals end. And then there'll probably be more deals like closer to Christmas again. But then in the real world, they still have, because I've seen, TV commercials and stuff. So they still have like doorbusters and stuff where you go to the store. But it's almost like they're talking to two different groups of people. There's probably like older people that don't really do the online shopping. Those doorbuster deals, I guess, are probably targeted toward them. And they're still like, okay, we're going to get up at 6 a.m. on Black Friday, and we're going to go down to the store, and we're going to buy whatever's on sale. Oh my God, that was the best. NFL can have you rooting against your own team, kind of like we were yesterday. Our son is a Bears fan. All right. Yeah, well, that would have been because they played. Didn't they beat the Eagles? Didn't the Bears beat the Eagles or something? I didn't really pay attention to. I think yesterday was one of those ones where it's like on, Netflix or something like that. But yeah, I heard about it. That's a bit interesting. All commenters suck. You don't like what's his name? You don't like Collingsworth. Here's a guy. Here's a guy who eats pizza every morning. Terribly broadcasting. You read my mind. Yes. What is that? There's a website. There's a website about like sports commenters or something. I can't remember. Awful broadcasting, I think it's called. Something like that. Awful sports broadcasting or something. They do critiques of the broadcast teams. All right. let's see what else. What else is there to? What else is it? What else is going on? I did say. I'll say it again. Now Jade is here. Fantastic job yesterday with the charity album release. Again, I want everybody to go over there and get it. Go check out Jade's channel. Got links in the description that you can check out the show. Yesterday, I played all the tracks, and you can buy them. And Denise had a fantastic track on there. Ass. I saw something. Somebody said on Twitter, X, that I guess they got in trouble for calling somebody an ass hat on TikTok. And I'm thinking, like, on Twitter, they probably, Elon Musk will message you'll get in trouble for not calling people an ass hat. It's like you didn't call anybody an ass hat today. What are you doing? This is a bit different over on the TikTok. I don't know. I don't do TikTok. I don't tick and I don't talk. I'm like an old person. I don't do the TikToks. Let me tell you something. In my day, we didn't tick, we didn't talk. Sometimes things ticked and sometimes we would talk, but we didn't tick-tock. I don't know. There's too many social media sites. It's actually getting to be kind of ridiculous. X is the place where all the scam accounts and bots. Yep. I don't even know about Facebook anymore, to be honest with you. Facebook is just as bad. Like, everything is bad. Everything is terrible now. I don't know what's happened, but like everything has just gone to hell in a handbasket. YouTube seems to be like, it's better than not, I guess. But there's still plenty of issues with YouTube. No shortage of that. I mean, you got the handles now. Everybody's mad about the handles. I get it. I get what they're trying to do with it, but I also think like it's changing everything. This is the thing YouTube likes to do. They change everything midstream. Like you're on one trajectory, and then they're like, "Oh no, we're actually going to switch over to this track." It's like the train jumps track. Now we're on this track over here, but everybody's still on that other track, and it's like, okay, we had the names, we had the display names, and now what are those for? What's the purpose of that then? Like, why don't they just get rid of the display names completely? Maybe they will at some point. But I'm not sure why there's display names then if they're gonna just use handles. Also, if they're gonna use handles, why can't you tag people on mobile? Like, it seems like an easy thing to do. I mean, you could do it on desktop. Why can't you just start typing a name in and it tag people? But you can't do that. So I really, some of these things like the leaderboards and the XP and the hype, I'm not quite sure exactly. Like the hype thing actually kind of makes sense. It's almost like a revitalization of what they used to do with they used to have like a top trending or something, and it was on the main page of YouTube. So if you just went youtube.com, you could be on there. I could be on there. You just luck of the draw for that, but they would pick something that seemed to be getting a lot of attention. All right, have a good night, Dave. Everything is terrible. That should be your next album. Yeah. What if companies don't care about the usability of product as long as it gives them money? Well, that's kind of it. That's kind of the thing. It's just all these companies start out with the best of intentions. They won't let you hype this show. Well, there's criteria for why things get hyped. and I'm not sure what that criteria is, but it doesn't quite make sense. But yeah, they used to have the top trending. I kind of wish they would just bring that back because that was kind of a cool way for lesser creators to get their stuff out there and get seen by more people. But they just decided not to do that. So now they're doing this hype thing. And I guess some videos, and it might have to be a video. Maybe it doesn't work on live streams. I don't know. Hey Pete, you got to see Tool. That's awesome. I hope you had a great time. I know you did. But yeah, Tool. Tool puts on a heck of a show. So I hope you got your money's worth on that one and got to see a great show. And they played the stuff that you wanted to hear. Because it is a bit dicey when you get a band like has a back catalog like Tool. You don't know what they're gonna do, and so you probably have your favorite stuff. Everybody has their favorite stuff. They can't play everything. So hopefully you got to see some of the things you wanted to see though. Probably not sober because I don't think they play sober like hardly ever. I don't think they played it when I was there. Hey, Nesto6, are you using shorts? I played around with the shorts a little bit, but never got I couldn't commit to it. Hey, Jenny, welcome. Good to see you. Cool show, yes. Stuff I wanted to hear, not so much. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I don't. Did they play more like newer stuff or did they play old stuff? I'm guessing they probably because they don't really have. I don't think they've put out an album since that one a few years ago. Tool doesn't necessarily. They're like 9 Inch Nails used to be. They put out an album every 5-10 years. They're not now 9 Inch Nails changed and they put out more stuff quickly. And then now they kind of don't really. They did the Tron soundtrack thing. There's a couple songs on there, but Amelia says, I asked Tom if he knew when the show was, Pete. I heard some rumblings about the set list from him lately, but I'm not really in the Tool community. Yeah. Hey, Chris. CQ, welcome. See, that's another one with the handles. Usually I can recognize people from the No Sober, Opiate, or Anima. No Anima? Wow. All stuff from the last couple albums. Very, very well done. None of the classics. The kids really dug it. Wow. I'm surprised they didn't do anything from Anima. That's wild. Hey, Gary Hubbs, welcome. Good to see you. It only works on non-live streams, I think, with channels. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. And I think it's only from like a week from when it's put up or something. I don't know. Glad I didn't go now. Yeah, see, they're one of those bands that there's a lot of bands that have the attitude of like, hey, Allie, good to see you. There's a lot of bands that have the attitude of like, we're not gonna live in the past. We're not gonna do our old stuff. We're gonna only do new stuff. Because we don't want to ride on our old. And then some bands will they don't even release music anymore. They just go and tour on the hit. You think of like Motley Crue or something. The Motley Crue goes on tour. They're going to be playing, Dr. Feelgood and stuff. That's what they do. I don't even know if they've released an album anytime, in recent memory. They'll just go on tour and do, Shout at the Devil and Dr. Feelgood and Guns N' Roses probably like that. I don't think they've released anything since Chinese Democracy, and we know how long that took. So they probably don't even do all that much from Chinese Democracy, really. They probably just do like, a lot of Appetite for Destruction, some of the Use Your Illusion stuff, and that's it. You play any instruments? Maybe everyone should comment. Yeah. They're still rad. Nothing I could sing along to. See that does suck. You know, there should. I know there's also the debate with like bands that have a big back catalog, and they want to play all the debate between like playing hits between that and playing some of the deeper cuts for the fans. And you have to find that's a tough balance, I think, to find. Because there are some bands that they just play the hits and that's it. And then there's other bands that like really just play like a lot of deep cuts and it leaves the more casual fans out completely. So I think you know, you got to find a balance between those two things, but it can be difficult. You know, you want to play enough of the the hits that you know some of the casual fans that are there will be able to appreciate it, but also, you know, I don't think you should leave out you know, two or three deep cuts for the fans too, for the hardcore fans. And I think you can make everybody happy that way, but my piano needs tuning, but that's dangerous for a blind guy. Yeah. Really piano tuning stuff for I'd leave that to the pros cuz that's a lot of complicated stuff going on with piano tuning. There's like stretch tuning and you know, yin and yang exactly. Um yeah, Rob Halford. Some of these guys that are still performing now. I mean, I bring up the Rolling Stones all the time. Uh but I don't know how they can still do it, but they do. They do. Some of the bands can just keep on going, and some of them you're really thinking like you should have stopped doing this 15 years ago because you haven't been good in 15 years, but you're just you know trying to you know we know what's going on. Yeah, if they this crushed out sober and 46 and 2. I would have been down for all the other stuff. Yeah, I think like a band like Tool, they should end their shows with like maybe Anima, 46 and 2 and sober. And just say like that's going to be like every show that's going to be the last 3 songs. And then they could still do an encore after that. Something a little more like a deep cut, but they don't play I know they don't play sober hardly ever. They have a few times, but it's been very, very rare. And then there's the whole thing with like, and Radiohead. God, first of all, Tom York is a fucking asshole. But we won't even let's just put that aside. And like, he won't play Creep. And it's kind of like that's your big like that's one of the songs is why people know who you are. So to not play it. I get it, but it's pretty I had a blind piano tuner growing up. Yeah, throw the crowd a bone. Well, yeah, I mean like usually you know if one of your senses is diminished, the other ones kind of pick up and make up for it. Um I think that was part of like is it like Beethoven composing. Tom York has a second band and do film scoring. That's good for him. Good to see that for him. Not a big fan these days. Sorry, it's not. But it's not actually because of music. It's outside of music reasons. Playing a cover band, choosing songs between deep cuts is risky when it pays off. Yeah. And the cover band thing is even harder. I think because, you know, I guess you probably get people coming up and saying, play this, play this, play this. Now, obviously, you're going to have a limited repertoire of what you can do. Maybe you have like a book or something that sometimes, you know, people can request stuff. But, you know, finding that balance between playing stuff that you like, you know, but yeah, it's always a delicate balance with stuff like that. Yeah, people who learn to sing well and keep up their voices, absolutely. Hey, Jeremy, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. Beginning of the holiday seasons. We're in that time now, so getting ready for the big Christmas holiday. Be singing about a lot of reindeers and snowmen, stuff like that. Jingling bells. When Beethoven went deaf, he sawed the legs off the piano to feel vibrations and used cats as his critics. Oh, that'd be tough. Cats don't like anything. Hey, Mark Bro, welcome. Welcome. Well, I guess they won't lie to you. They won't lie to you. Although if you always have something for them, they'd probably be a little more receptive. But yeah, so we're getting into the holiday season, and it's a fun time. It's a fun time of year, stressful time of year sometimes, but all right. Now we do have Jade Starr coming up next. She's going to be performing for you the opening hour, and then you got doing community covers. You got Pete Johns up after that doing requests, and then you got Brad Example. So there's lots of great stuff still yet to come here tonight. Hopefully by next week my voice will be in a better place. I can't guarantee that. I'm at the mercy of this, whatever this is. It's weird because I don't feel bad necessarily, but I've just been coughing a lot, and yeah, it's not good. I don't know. But anyway, so coming up on the channel this week is nothing. And the reason for that is because I have a medical procedure on Wednesday. I have to kind of do some homework for it the day before. So, at any rate, yeah, I'm a little nervous about that. And yeah, the cough is a bummer this kind of time of year. And so there's that, and then yeah. And then I got this I do have Friday. Cough up a lung, that's why we got two of them. Yeah. I might have to go through all of one and half of another one before this is all over with. I got a really stupid work thing I have to go to on Friday too. I'm not happy about it at all. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate that. We'll see. The funny thing is, as much as I'm dreading this, and it's a thing that probably a lot of you've already had before. That's a common thing, but I'm dreading the work thing more than I'm dreading the the medical procedure is only going to be like 2 hours. The work thing is all day long. All day long. And yeah. It is what it is. I'll try to get through it. Try to get through it. That's all I can do. But I thank you all for being here tonight. I apologize that I couldn't be more entertaining than what I am, but yeah, try to get myself back on track here. I get this once or twice a year, so it's just it kind of is what it is. Thank you, Jenny. Appreciate that. All right. Well, I won't keep you all any longer. I thank you all for coming. I hope everybody, Jenny, hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, let's have Amelia on. By the way, I have a little bird told me that there may be a Christmas show happening, and she may be on it. I can't guarantee anything. We won't guarantee it till it happens, but we'll see what happens. All right. I'm not going to keep you any longer than that here tonight. I hope you have a great week. You can still send tracks in for You Rock. There won't be a show this week, but get them in for December 10th, I think it is. And You Rock .thomaschrist.net. So send them on in for not this Wednesday, but 2 Wednesdays from now. But yeah, I think so. See, people are happy about it. I know she's watching downstairs. All right. So anyway, much love. Take care. Keep rocking, and I'll see you over at Jade Stars. All right. Good night, everyone.